Hi everyone guys! Previously playing Rome 2 Total War on Legendary difficulty, I almost always lost the campaigns because I didn't know how to play naval battles. I didn't know how to conduct them. I often lost and didn't get any satisfaction from them. And then, sitting and crying on a rainy day by the window, I said to myself, how the hell I can win a naval battle? So I decided to figure out this gameplay and found ways to win and derive satisfaction from it. So now I will share with you guys the 100% winnable tactics how to win the naval battles. Let's get it. Look at this situation, guys. I faced with a full stack of enemy's cargo fleet. I have only a couple onagers and several ships of levies. Auto calculation hints that I can't win what I did in such situation previously. Yep, you're right guys, I just skipped them, cause I thought that victory was unattainable. But what if I tell you that those fleet that I have is absolutely enough to destroy any other enemy's fleet? So the strategy of the battle is pretty simple. I position my onagers opposite the enemy fleet and also I move my levies to the flanks. And actually guys, I recommend you positioning the fleet in a single line because it's easier to flank the enemy when they get closer to you. I will use just the range of my onagers to destroy the enemy fleet, and when they get too close I increase the distance and try and flank them and shoot them from there. As you can see, I hardly use my levies ships here, which is a mistake I would say, cause you can use them for distraction, you know? You can maneuver the ships around the enemy while the onagers will think them, right? And also guys, do not hesitate to use the ram, even in small ships like Himalaya and Birium for example. It's very effective against cargo fleets as well as naval combat fleets. And in Rome 2 Total War, the effectiveness of ramming can be determined simply by looking at the ship. The larger the ship, the more effective the ram, right? And I think you understand guys that ramming a larger ship with a smaller one is a bad idea, right? You understand that? Yeah, of course you understand. Never mind, let's proceed. You can also use ships like the Firepod, Birim and Tower Hexarine for ramming. Firepod Birim, for example, it's super effective because it sprays fire upon ramming, right? And guys, do not hesitate to use ramming on your onagers ships, especially when the enemy is too close to you and you understand that you can't maneuver in time. Just use the ram and everything will be fine, because onagers, this is the pretty big ship, so ramming with them is still very effective for destroying the enemy. You might also wonder, what is better to use, onagers or ballistas? I prefer ballistas because they have longer range and faster load times, while onagers deal higher damage, right? Unlike battles on land, where everything is the opposite, right? Onagers have longer range on the land. So I would say that onagers are more effective against naval fleets due to their higher damage, especially since non-cargo ships have greater durability. Therefore, you can build your fleet with ballistas or onagers or create a combination of both of them. It's up to you guys. And a few more words about ramming guys. You should consider the size of your ships after you've executed a ram, because the larger the ship, the worse its maneuverability, and you gotta be careful and pay attention to this to avoid your ships colliding with each other, and because if your ships collide, the enemy will have the opportunity to sink you. And also, guys, make sure the ram is at the right angle, you know, to achieve the greatest effect. Yeah, and regarding the barbarian fleet, there is essentially only one tactic, and I call it pirate tactic, you know, because you just need to recruit as many swordsmen as possible for boarding, and use small archer ships or Levi's ships for distraction. And when playing with such a fleet, you just need to quickly close the distance with the enemy to board their ships, right? While distracting other enemy ships with your Levi's or archers. There is great news that barbarian ships have higher durability compared to those of civilized fractions, right? So they are not easily sunk, which is great, I guess. But personally, I find such battles more difficult and less enjoyable. But anyway, once you capture the port city from civilized fraction, you will be able to hire onagers or ballistas. Of course, if the necessary building will be constructed in those city, right? And then you can follow the strategy I explained earlier. You can also use your fleet when attacking or defending a port city, and just position your ships as close to the enemy as possible, but make sure that the enemy's missiles forces can't hit you, yeah? And then fire at the densest concentration of the troops. You can also switch to explosive ammunition if you have it, and after you fired from your ships all of your ammunitions, you just can switch to attacking with your land forces, of course if you have them. So that's pretty simple. That's it, guys, now you know how to play naval battles. If you have any other tactics in your minds, please let me know in the comments below. See you soon in the next videos, play good games, bye.